What's up, guys? I'm Jason, aka Captain Nasty. Welcome to Anchored in Muscle Radio, episode 6. And you are actually not busting out laughing today. You're throwing me off here. What is going on? You're finally not going to bust out laughing on us. Brandy B Nasty has not. She's holding it in. You getting used to this finally?
I'm concentrating on not melting.
Yeah, because it is a little bit hot.
I'm going to do the Wicked Witch of the West.
It's a little bit hot out here, and we have to like turn the fans and the air conditioners off so it doesn't create too much background noise, because you can only cut out so much of it from the audio. So what are you, come on now.
Virgin watchers.
Virgin watchers?
First
time watchers.
I try to behave.
So, we're going to get into this, guy. So if you're new to us, one of my passions, one of the things that led me to want to start on this journey to try to help people through social media, podcast, YouTube, is my passion for helping people with type 2 diabetes. In what I was going to say about my industrial field is that type 2 diabetes is rampant. It is epidemic.
But also, you should tell them. You should also tell them why it kind of holds a place kind of close to your heart.
I was going to get to that. I appreciate it. It also is very dear to my heart because my mother is type 2 diabetic. Not to mention my counterpart. You always have Captain, Relief Captain, Pilot. One of my coworkers I've been working with for 11 years. He's also type 2 diabetic. So I live with this stuff on a daily basis. I don't talk to her often enough, but I would believe I would be correct in saying my sister is diabetic or pre-diabetic at this point. I believe I'm the only one in the family that is not pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic already. I believe I'm correct. Now, I'm kind of a loner. I don't.
Well, and I try to learn about it because type 2 diabetes runs on
your side of the family.
No, not on mine. On my ex-husband's side.
Oh,
so,
well, you got to worry about it with the kids.
So I have to watch it with the kids. And even when Lucas was little, I had to watch him because he'd wake up with the shakes. I mean, like, he'd really look like he was in convulsions. And they were having me check his blood sugar every morning.
Really? Mm-hmm. So I am,
Yep, so I do watch my children.
Once again, I am the typical boat guy. I'm a little bit out of the loop because I'm so busy with work and everything I'm consumed by all the time. So I didn't even actually realize that.
Well, he was like 2, maybe, when I was having to do it. So you weren't around.
Well, hey, I mean, look.
And they determined that he was he was hypoglycemic is what was happening.
Oh, well, I've been told that I was.
But we haven't had any.
Predisposed to being hypoglycemic, which pretty much means that, I need to eat every 2 or 3 hours anyway, which is what I do. So, I mean, it works out right for me. Diabetes is an epidemic in what I do. And where it becomes a problem is, let alone the health issues that, go along with it, which are typically high blood pressure, heart disease. I mean, neuropathy. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on. But because the Coast Guard is bringing out new laws, new regulations, and we are subject to physicals every year. And when we want to renew our licenses, we have to get physicals. We have to pass these physicals, and they are tightening up now, and they are setting new physical standards. So, we've already been through an era of where if you have diabetes and your numbers aren't right, they have to actually get a medical waiver. Mm-hmm. So they have to go through a whole other process to be able to work. So their very livelihood is on the line. I mean, it's a real threat that from one day to the next, their whole livelihood could be wiped out if they don't get their diabetes under control. I just have to give some basic information. What is generally the cause? Where do you get in trouble, guys? Where, you didn't get this overnight. Okay. This is something that it's a developing situation over years and years. So, everybody knows about cells. You have muscle cells, liver cells, fat cells. What has happened here? All these cells have receptors. You have to understand, everybody's going to know the term insulin. Most people, if they have diabetes, they'll know the term glucose, sugar, carbohydrates. Well, insulin is the storage hormone. Okay. Insulin's job is to carry sugar, glucose out of the bloodstream. Okay. Your body deals in situation normal. Your body has a situation normal. That's what it wants to stay in at all times. Your body, it's designed to keep you alive. It wants to keep you at all of your parameters normal, all levels normal. Your body wants to keep your blood glucose at 110. Now, anytime it goes over 110, insulin's job is to carry that excess sugar, glucose, out of your blood, off to your liver, muscle cells, and then ultimately, if the liver and muscle are full, fat tissue. So what has happened here? Just, a very basic, bare bones. Over time, you've been overeating sugar, carbohydrates, which both get turned into glucose. So you're bombarding you're spiking your glucose. You're jumping over that 110. I've seen numbers 200, 300, 400. So the more and more you use and abuse this system, the receptor sites on your cells become worn out. I mean, there's several different ways you can try to describe it. I try to describe it like a doorknob, a key. Because the insulin is the key to get inside that cell. Now, we all know, we had one here not too long ago, the damn back door, over time, I'm rough with it. The kids are rough with it. You jam the damn key in there, you turn it, you yank it, and after a while, you can't even get the damn key in the freaking lock.
You can't get it out once you get it in.
So that in and of itself is what's going on here. So what can you do? Can you turn it around? Sure you can. You can turn the situation around, but I'm not going to give you a fucking get out of jail free card here. You can have somewhat of a normal life if you want to learn exactly what to eat. If you want to learn how to train the best way to help your issue. But I'm not going to give them a get out of jail free card. They're going to have to do the fucking work. But if you need help with it, never hesitate to reach out. anchoredinmuscle@gmail.com. Reach out to me on social media. So we got to get out of here, guys. Never hesitate to reach out. It's fucking hot in Texas. Live safe out there. Stay hydrated. Next week, we are off to St. Louis to Summer Smash 2017. I can't wait.
It's our first trip together.
Our first ever trip together in 8 years?
8.5.
8.5 years. We are taking a trip. We are rolling out. We are flying into St. Louis. You want to take us out of here, Brandy? I'm not going to say bye this time. You want to say bye, Brandy? We got to get out of here.
You know I'm going to do it.
My ass has to get to work.
Bye, Brandy.
Later, guys.